Bonjour, this is Lovy Longomba, and I'm a mixer, engineer, and producer. I've worked with the likes of Justin Bieber, Rita Ora, um, Magic, uh, and and many others. Now, I love McDSP plugins, and I love the guys there. They're really awesome, and I've been using AC1 for about 8, 9 years now, and this is the updated version. And I just want to go through it, and I want to show you how I use it. Now, the reason for me making this video is I'm not making another compression video. No, I'm not really trying to sell you something. I just want to show you how I do it and how I got like the drums on Change Your Life to sound how they sounded. But even though for that one, I'll do it another day because I want to show you how I use the ML4K and many other things. Now, for this specific video, I wanted to show you how I use AC1 on drums. Now, you can use this on anything. You can use it, a lot of people use it on the stereo bus, but I love it on drums. I saw how Charles Dye did it on a tutorial I watched about 7, 8 years ago. And I also saw how Phil Tan uses it on the stereo bus, and I just love it. And I started playing with it, and I use it on everything, on drums and things like that. Now, I'll show you how I use it on drums. And I'm going to go through the controls real quick, and then we'll get into it. Now, the first thing he has an input gain. He has an auto button right here, and I'll tell you how that works. And then he has an output gain, and then he has drive, he has curve, attack, and release. Now, I'll play the loop, and then I'll show you my favorite preset, what I like to use it with, and just what this plugin does is really magical. This plugin is a vibe plugin to me. It's really to create that sound, to saturate things in such a musical way, and it's such a vibe plugin. I think that's the best name I can give it. If you want just things to have that mojo and just have that thing, I mean, this is the plugin to go to. Now, I'll play the loop, and then I'll engage it just so that you see what it does. And now I'll play with the plugin. Now, immediately you notice like he has tons of gain. He has a lot of gain, and apart from the gain, he just makes things jump out. And that's what you want when you're working on a record. You just want things, you want their specific things, you just want it to have that thing, especially on drums. Now, how I like to use it, I may not specifically like it that loud or much forward, and that's due to this auto button. It's like an auto makeup gain thing. As you can see, auto output engaged. I mean, it's supposed to keep it like at a certain level. It's like it has like an makeup gain thing going on, and it works together with a curve, I believe. And yeah, with the curve, and it keeps the output kind of steady, but it makes up for whatever gain that is lost during the saturation process, I believe. Now, I'll just show you how I typically use it and how I kind of modify it to do what I want. Now, on this specific drum, I want the snare to be a little under control, but at the same time, I want the drums to just glue together and to just groove much better and to just have that thing. Now, I'll play it and I'll mess around with it and just check it out. Let me know what you think. Now, immediately you notice one thing immediately is that when it's engaged, the drums just become alive. And that's what I love about it. You hear the snare having like almost like having the pa pa type thing, and it just makes the kick more present and the percussions just come alive. And it kind of almost makes things also have more depth than perception than usual. I mean, I love this plugin, and I'll play it without, and then midway turn it on so that you can just hear it for the last time, and just check it out again. I mean, this is crack to me. This is like crack. You know, you put it on anything, it's like steroids. It just makes everything big up front without actually knocking, like killing the dynamics. If anything, it actually adds it. Especially, I love the drive thing, just puts a little more saturation, and it just makes the top end, the mid-range, actually the mid-range come a little more forward. And I love this plugin. Again, I'm not doing this video to teach you compression or anything like that. It's more of a vibe thing. I think the reason why people love tape and and a bunch of outboard gear is just a vibe that they create. And this plugin, it has amazing vibe, and I hope you like it. I hope you use it on everything. I do, and man, with great results, and I just love it. Again, this is Lovy, and I hope you like this video, and I'm gonna do many more on just the approach that I use, especially with McDSP. I love you much. Bonsoir.